In today's world, overwhelmed by noise, bustle, and a constant flow of information, more and more people are seeking refuge in the wild. This search is not just a desire to take a break from the routine, it is a deep need for complete isolation, which allows not only to disconnect from the outside world, but also to go deep within, rethink values, and restore inner balance. The magic of the wild is its ability to throw off the husk of civilization, revealing our true self and reminding us of our inseparable connection with the earth. This is seeing unlimited greatness, the experience of being in the wild, whether it is a multi-day hike in the mountains, a solitary journey through the forest, or an extended stay in the wilderness without communication, offers a unique opportunity for introspection. Away from distractions and social expectations, the mind calms down, allowing us to hear our own thoughts and feelings. Here, under the open sky, surrounded by ancient trees and pristine landscapes, a person returns to his roots, to the state in which our ancestors lived for millennia. It is not just survival, but a conscious immersion in the elements where every sound, every smell, and every touch of the earth become part of a deep and healing experience. The impact of isolation on the psyche and body. Complete isolation in the wild has a transformative effect on a person. Reduction of stress and anxiety is one of the first and most noticeable changes. The absence of constant information noise, deadlines, and social obligations allows the nervous system to relax. Sounds of nature, such as rustling leaves, birds singing, or the sound of a river, act as natural calming factors. The level of stress hormones such as cortisol decreases, the quality of sleep improves, and overall well-being increases significantly. The need to maintain social masks disappears, which contributes to deep relaxation. A heightening of the senses and awareness occurs naturally in conditions where there are no familiar irritants. We begin to notice the subtlest nuances of the smells of the forest, hear distant rustles, distinguish shades of light and shadow. This leads to increased awareness and the ability to live in the present moment. Every action, whether it is pitching a tent, lighting a fire, or preparing a meal, becomes a meditative act that requires full presence. The development of resourcefulness and self-sufficiency becomes inevitable. In the wild, a person is faced with the need to rely on his own strength and skills, the need to find water, navigate using a map, protect himself from bad weather. All this stimulates the development of resourcefulness, problem-solving skills, and increases the sense of self-efficacy. Successfully overcoming these challenges strengthens self-confidence and self-efficacy. Rethinking of values occurs away from material goods and social pressure. A person begins to value simple, fundamental things: clean water, the warmth of a fire, a safe shelter, food, sound sleep. Socially imposed ideas about happiness and success fall away, giving way to an awareness of true needs and desires. This experience often leads to a revision of priorities and an understanding that true wealth is not in material things but in freedom, health, and connection with nature. Reconnecting with your intuition is possible in the silence of the wilderness, where the voice of your inner intuition becomes clearer. The absence of external distractions allows you to better understand your inner drives, desires, and fears. This can lead to significant personal insights and important decisions based on deep inner knowing rather than external influences. Practical aspects of wilderness isolation. To ensure that your wilderness isolation experience is safe and as rewarding as possible, it is important to consider several aspects. Preparation and safety should be your top priority. You need to be well prepared for such a trip. Study the terrain, weather conditions, take the necessary equipment, maps, communication devices in case of emergency, but use them only if necessary. Make sure someone knows your route and expected return time. Adhere to the principles of minimal impact on nature. This is extremely important. Follow the leave no trace rule. Take all trash with you. Do not damage vegetation. Do not light fires in prohibited places. Respect wild animals. Your goal is to be a guest in this world without disturbing its balance. To achieve conscious disconnection, if the goal is complete isolation, intentionally give up the use of gadgets, the internet, and social media. Allow yourself to fully immerse yourself in nature and your own thoughts. Keeping a journal can also be extremely helpful. Write down your thoughts, observations, feelings, and insights. This will help you to understand the experience more deeply and preserve the memories of the process of rethinking. Start gradually. If you are new to such trips, start with short trips, gradually increasing the duration and degree of isolation. This will allow you to adapt and avoid negative experiences. Over time, as you gain confidence and experience, you can go on longer and deeper trips. In addition to the above points, it is important to develop survival skills. Learning the basics of first aid, the ability to make a fire in any conditions, finding sources of water, building a temporary shelter, and basic navigation skills will greatly increase your safety and confidence. These are not only practical skills, but also part of a deep process of returning to the primitive abilities that have been sleeping in us under a layer of civilization. Wilderness also offers unique opportunities for creative inspiration. In the silence and beauty of natural landscapes, many find new ideas for creativity, whether it is writing, painting, photography, or music. It is a space where the mind is free from everyday constraints, and the creative flow can manifest itself in full. The magic of the wilderness lies in its ability to offer not just rest, but also deep transformation. It is a path to self-knowledge, renewal, and restoration of that primordial connection that humanity has lost in the bustle of city life. The experience of complete isolation in the untamed beauty of nature can be one of the most valuable lessons in life, giving clarity of mind, inner strength, and a new understanding of true values. It is an adventure that may change the way you perceive yourself and the world forever. Return to yourself. Deep rethinking. After being in the complete isolation of the wilderness, returning to the familiar world is often accompanied by amazing changes in perception. What used to seem important may lose its significance, and the simple aspects of everyday life begin to be perceived with new poignancy and gratitude. This experience often leads to more conscious consumption, less dependence on material goods, and a desire for a more meaningful life. A person begins to value not quantity but quality. The quality of relationships, the quality of impressions, the quality of one's inner state. Wild nature, being merciless and beautiful at the same time, teaches us humility and acceptance. It shows us that we do not control everything, and that there are forces much more powerful than our ego. This helps to develop flexibility and adaptability, important qualities for navigating an ever-changing world. Lessons learned away from civilization stay with us for a long time, influencing our decisions, behavior, and worldview. It is a kind of reboot that allows us to throw off the accumulated ballast and start with a clean slate, enriched by deep inner experience. Finally, the experience of isolation in the wild often generates a deep sense of responsibility for the preservation of nature. Seeing and experiencing its pristine beauty makes one aware of its fragility and value. This can be a powerful incentive to participate in conservation initiatives, change one's lifestyle towards greater eco-friendliness, and spread the message of respect for our planet. Ultimately, the magic of the wild is not just an escape, but a return to ourselves and what truly matters.
If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can, for you and for the world around us.